Hello, this is a game between 3Q players on Wbaduk with black winning by 2.5, a pretty small margin, but there were lots of unforced errors on both sides, as I like to call them, being a tennis passionate. So let's check it out. The opening proceeds very simple with start points both for black and white, then black approaches a corner outside Kakari. Of course, nowadays it's very popular to invade the Sansan, but we see that pretty much every game. So old school Fuseki pattern here, then slide, and black pushes in the corner. Now this C18 it's a bit early. This is one of the biggest endgame plays, but right now it's Fuseki or the early stage of the game, so black should simply finish the Joseki at J17. That's a basic pattern. Then white will play away, either approach the bottom side or the top right corner, or of course one of the Sansan invasions. But once black plays J17, the space in the top it's more narrow for white to invade. Playing the slide in the corner, white has a lot of space to invade the top. White can consider a pincer in order to punish black for not playing the J17 move, or a Kakari from the top side, or even a split. But this kind of move is probably played later in the game. So right now, white can play away, which he did, R6 inside approach. In fact, for white, Sansan invasions are fine, both of them. Or of course, inside approach in the top, or R14. Actually, pretty much all those moves are fine for white next. So let's see the actual game. Inside approach here, black falls back very calm, slide, block, and extend for a base. So white is playing the basic pattern. Now black plays a move that's a little bit questionable, this Q13. In general, this kind of move is played when black already has a middle side extension in the top, so he's trying to set up a nice moyo. But in this case, Q13 doesn't really impact the stones on the right side, being far away from R9. So it's better to play a move at R11 if black wants to play something on the right side, and later on put some pressure on the R9 group. So the follow-up when black has R9 in place, let's say we have this Joseki again, so white will end up Gote. Now black can think about S8 that can bother white on the right side. There are all kind of variations here. For example, if white simply covers, black will pull back and connect, and then white usually jumps in the middle to prevent the peep. Otherwise the group will be under a lot of pressure when black plays the peep and covers. Another option, the natural way for white to resist, is to play the block, but then black can continue with the Kosumitsuke, and if white connects to keep everything safe, then black will use a Hasamitsuke, a Tesuji, the clamp, then Atari, Atari again, and make the wall in center. So like this, white ends up low, being on the second line, and black has a very nice wall and can expect a big moyo on the bottom side. There are also other variations, but we can get to that probably another time. So, I jump ahead too much. So first of all, Q13, it's not the optimal move in this particular case. Actually, black can think about F3 or inside approach, or Sansan invasion, something on the left side, more urgent than the right side. Because if you look on the right side, there's only this kind of space between white and black in the corner, so there are like 1, 2, 3, 6 intersections on the right. But on the left side, there is all this gap, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So much larger space, and so is the bottom. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the bottom and the left side are more important right now, because they are the most open areas on the board. And that's a rule in Fuseki, always go for the most open places. So black plays here, and white plays away. White extended on the left side, but the way to play on the left side, it's safer to go C11, so there is no invasion left at C12. Also, an extension like D10, so white doesn't play flat to alternate the third line with the 4-line moves, or simply play something like F3 to prevent the Sansan invasion and also the approach from F3. And like this, white invites black invade the left side on c9, but then white can also get c11 and kick, then play away, for example attaching the top right. Well, like this, white has a better flow in the opening. So white is trying to grab a big point on the left side, therefore black attacks from the bottom. That's good directional play. Now white goes up. That's a nice defense in relationship with c10. If white plays the Kema, there are too many stones on the third line, so the position is flat. Playing on the 4th line, it's slightly more balanced. So black plays a slide in the corner here, which is a little bit tricky, but in this position it might work. Normally black can go Sansan directly, and the most common variation is push, turn and Atari. So white still keeps the left side because he has an extension there, so it's the side with more potential for white to build. Also black can just slide and then extend back, but instead of j3 black can consider h4 to step up to the 4th line. Playing j3 may feel again flat, being mostly on the 3rd line here. So this kind of move, it's a special move in a way, or maybe it's just a misclick. Another option is to play the attach, but usually this attach is played against c6, not against d6. But I just want to show you this because we might revert to that kind of position later. So about this kind of move, white can just protect c3. Then when black pulls back, is a similar position as the top one, where slide, block the corner and push again. So this can be a waste because c2 was supposed to be h4 or j3. It's just played too early, an endgame move in Fuseki. But of course black can go back to d3. Then if white connects, black plays e2, and white already got the extension on the left side, so white can play away, like approach the top corner or attach here and make a base this way. But now white plays with fighting spirit d2, and black's option should be to wedge. In the actual game black simply went up, then white connects solid, black has to leave on the left side, and it's not even that easy. And now black needs another move to leave, which is c4, or it's possible to leave by playing b3. So when white pushes, block, and there's enough space to leave inside. Nothing to worry about. These are the two eyes. So for black it's more interesting to play the wedge for two reasons. If white cuts at c3 and captures the stone in the corner, then black can use the edge of c2 to cut on the outside and Atari. Now if white goes out, the ladder is good for black because it goes all the way to the top where black has a stone, so that's not so great for white. Therefore white has to play counter Atari, black will capture, white can Atari under or descend, black turns one time, so this way white became lower in the corner, then black extends for the moyo. This would be fine for black, so his sacrifice at c2 was just fine to get this nice bottom side moyo. Now let's go back a few moves. If white plays Atari from the right side and black connects, now there are two cutting points. When white connects up, black will capture the stone on the bottom to leave in the corner, and then the ladder doesn't work for white, so white has to play g2, which means there is more agi from f3. So for example, when black approaches, white will need to play another move here, and then black took the corner, but white doesn't profit so much on the outside, so this would be okay for black. If white wants to resist with e2, then of course black will cut above, and in this case white needs to capture a stone to leave on the bottom side, but black will capture the stone on the left side. So again it feels good because now what was supposed to be white corner, it's all black corner, and the trade, it's pretty fine for black. So going back a few more moves, white should simply protect c3, black pulls back, and then white can pincer. Black jumps out, white makes a base, and this way black got punished. Now if black tries the peep, which is a vital point, then Atari and capture, this kind of trade is also good for white, going for the two stones on the outside. And then even if white loses the corner, white gains nice compensation in the middle and the bottom. So all these variations were possible if black is thinking about uh, the wedge at d3, or white simply protects c3. So we go back to slide, block the corner, push again, and then white punishes black here. Now in the actual game, black tries to leave, but now black changes his mind and extends on the bottom side. Black really needs to play another move. Like this, if white plays here, black is alive, and of course white might pincer, but black can still fight in this area and go out. Make a light shape and run into the middle. So black extends for a base, then white kills the corner. Very good, push, and then the 2-2 point is a Tesuji. So if black connects here, white links under, and that's only one eye. And in the actual game, black played the Hane, but it still doesn't work because of Atari and capture everything. So black should actually keep this move in reserve as a quadrat. Now the group is dead, so better keep this one and then throw in and then go down all these quadrats for later in the game. Now it made white mission even easier. So black goes for a big point. That's a good decision. So far the start looks good for white because white got this corner for free without any compensation by black. So inside approach, then kick. Now for white it's better to play actually q17, then Hane, connect, and just leave in the corner. Because black on the outside still doesn't profit so much. And if black blocks keeps the corner like this, white then settle a base in the top. These are the two common josekis. So now kick, but actually here black can double up q17 because black already has the extension at q13, so the corner it's quite nice. Then white needs to struggle a little bit to make some eye shape inside that area, and black can extend again to build all the nice corner and half of the right side, and also attack a little bit the white group. So kick, white goes up. Oh, white jumped. Okay. If white goes here, black will probably take away the base, but then there are all kind of ways to make sabak in the corner. So white jumps to be light, then black continue the attack. That's a very good move to play 018. Push again. Now here white should consider one space jump. If black plays this move, white can make some eye shape with a tiger mount. If black plays the wedge, Atari and connect, and now k16 it's hurt. So black has to come back here, and white makes eye shape in the center like this. So white is pushing, double up, very good. White still doesn't have eye shape. This turn it's risky and it's not so big, it's just a few points. White should come out, the group is still in danger, so just extend. If black connects under, black will make 3 extra points there, and now white can think about ways to reduce the right side. So the turn was a little bit risky. Now black is trying to catch the group like that, but it doesn't work directly. So it's better to think about the right side first. I mean, if black plays something like this, white can still come out between the stones. And if black plays something here, white will jump out. There is no clear move to surround that white group. So better prepare more this kind of attack. Kema is good. Turn is fine too. This one can be played here. Even if it's an empty triangle, white needs to block to connect, and then Hane to keep the chase going. Like this, black ended up Gote. With the turn, threatening the cut, this move is Sente, and then continue in the center. And in fact, black doesn't need to double up. It's still better to play the Hane. But I guess white will come out like this. Tuck, 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 tuck. It's hard to capture or to kill. But if this, well, white can leave on the spot. But if this happens, black reduces a lot of the potential on the left side. So it's not too bad to cut. Now here white can just jump in the middle. This helps to create eye shape on the side. It's probably better not to play Atari, just double Hane. But there's a lot of edge in this area. Black can cut this way, go out, take the squeeze, then peep like this. So white it's already alive. Interesting sacrifice, but lots of points for white to leave like this in the corner. It's a bit too much to connect that stone. There are cutting points on the right side, so black should just extend. This was risky. Atari go out, push, and connect. So here normally black should step ahead, and if white cuts, sacrifice some stones in the corner. It's a squeeze play again. But ouch, it's painful. Yeah, actually we don't want that. Black is right to connect. Unless instead of a squeeze, so push, take, then black covers to go for the capture on the right. But again, white gains too much, killing the corner. So yeah, it's okay to defend. Now here, white missed an opportunity very soon. Yeah, in this position. Black was supposed to nob again, because this move increases the liberties, and then black can push and cut. So if white goes for the center stones with a move like this, preventing the capture, black can push and cut like this. Now black takes 3 stones, white captures the 5 stones in the middle, and if white resists, black has the ladder, and the group on the right side dies. Also the 2 stones have trouble in the lower right corner, and probably white doesn't have time to protect the top group because he's busy to escape here. So this way it's a disaster for white. So after the nobi, if white just connects, black captures the 2 stones and white is still on the run. So playing out here, white can capture the 3 stones in a net, but white played Atari instead. I'm surprised white missed this net, because it's quite a basic capture procedure. So when black goes out, white blocks. When black pushes, it's simply Atari. It's a 5 move sequence. Not so hard to read, straightforward. So here white went push from behind, black goes out several times, then push and cut. Actually black should just nobi and then use those cuts, because like this black expands the liberties. So white needs to protect either here or here. There are too many cutting points, and then black can jump again, trying to catch the 5 stones on a large scale, these guys. And also the top group, it's in trouble still. So this would be an easier fight for black. Now the thing is, if black simply nobi and white comes out in the center, black can push here, then push like this, and now use the cut in his favor. So cut on the outside and capture 3 stones to connect, or cut on this side and then take this guy to take profit in the corner, and after this or this, black can Hane, Atari, and play this vital point. This vital point can kill the group. If white captures a stone, black can cut, and now there is no way for white to approach, because it's self-Atari from either side or shortage of liberties. Damage Sumari. So if white takes a stone here, black will snap back, and even if white leaves on the side, black got a lot of profit in the corner. So back to the original game. Push, cut right away. White had time to Atari and then protect. Alright, some forcey moves here, then cut back. That's a little bit too much. It's much safer for black to go out with his stones, like this for example, or actually play a peep instead of a cut. White connects, pull back. There's a double Atari here, but it's not so important. Black can lose one stone, so white needs to come out in a different way. Probably Kosumi, then jump, and then black can surround the top group. So now something will die. It's pretty hard to make twice in the top now. Maximum one. And a ko. But difficult for white. If white loses the ko, it's game over. So black cuts right away. White comes out, turn, and here there's another opportunity, but this time missed by black. Black played the Atari, but black should Atari from the other side first, because with this Atari it's a sec in the middle. White needs to protect. Now there are two common liberties, and then black can protect against the double Atari. I mean the cut and capture. So here this double Atari, it's never a problem, and white is still on the run with the top group. And while he's going out, black will build a nice bottom side in the process. All this moyo becomes black territory, while white is running out on neutral points. So Atari, connect, then white captures those guys. So in this fight, black still got nice profit on the bottom, but white profit capturing these guys and securing the right side. But the game goes on. Black captures the two stones, which is good, and also protects indirectly against p6 RG. This block is nice. Make the box. Now invade the left side. That's also a good decision because black didn't feel so good about the overall position. The jump is good. Actually, black can think about Kosumi and jump this direction. So go out towards the bottom, and also with the Kosumi prevent the attach at b12. When black plays the one space jump, white can still use this attach to connect one way or the other. So if white needs to secure his stones in the top left corner, that's a good idea. Now here black can simply nobi. If white plays this one, block, Atari, connect, nothing happens, Atari, connect. This way, later on, white can push and destroy a few more points. But right now, white should play a cap move. Very good. And this is a nice way to use the Aji in the corner. So normally, white should just protect like this, and then black will attach again. And this way, black can already leave on the left side. So white covers to put more pressure. And here white should play the Hane. Hane, it's stretching the liberties, so right now black needs to play this move. Then white can remove the base from the left side, and now black should run out some more. This way, black can still play this move for I shape, but bump ones would be good, up or down. Then come out in this direction. Anyway, yeah, black needs some I shape on the left side. Good idea for white to take away the base. But in fact, it's better here to hit the vital point, because when black goes out, white connects in center. And if black goes down, there's only one eye locally, and white can surround in the middle. So this can be very dangerous for black. Playing like that, there's an eye on the left side and some forcing moves in the middle. Good decision by black to play the Hane at d14. Connect is fine too. Hane and connect. And now it's hard to catch this group anymore. That's a pretty good combination. Black can already cut here to prepare the double Atari. So when white captures, Atari here. And if white connects, black can cut in the top. Now if this happens, white has to leave in the corner. This group is alive, but then he loses the tail. So once black captures these stones, he lives on a pretty grand style. So in the actual game, just turn, then go out, Atari finally. This move is setting up the crane nest capture. Black can still play the Nobi here, threatening the same thing. So if white tries to capture like this, throw in Atari and Atari. That's a basic capture, the crane nest formation. So white would double up, then Atari here once, and now cut. So black has enough liberties to fight this semi, and again white has to live in the corner. This is another way to make twice, but in the process white lost the tail, so black escaped with some territory. This connection is too much. White should actually just block here once and live in the corner. And like this, white is losing 2 stones, not all of them. So black will cut, very good. Then go out. This move it's better d17, because when Atari connect and the stones in the middle are still captured. Probably black plays that move just because white has Atari and then descent. But it's better to take an extra point here. Well, small detail, but the game was close, so it's important to fight for every point. Now here, let's see if there are bigger moves, like Nobi and protect the center, then Hane, and just block here, Atari connect, push, block. In fact, for black it's better to go down, so when white plays Atari connect and when push again in the corner, black can block at S1. Playing like this, white can go S2 and Hane everything in center. He just played the Hane and connect, but this is Gote for now, and after that Q1 it's center. So if white goes down and he plays all this in center, then reduce the middle somehow and monkey jump here, white might win the game. But in fact there were some endgame moves that shouldn't go the way it happened in the game. This is a big block, and here black and Hane bump and play away, Hane in the corner for example. Like this is a bit too submissive. Now in the center, when black play the Hane, white makes a nice shape, but it's not effective because black can Atari here. If white connects, Dame Tsumari, capture everything. If white connects here, take 2 stones. So black doesn't have to go back and protect against the cut if Atari works directly. Now if black plays double Atari, white will give the 2 stones and cut the one in the center. But black can choose which Atari to play, so Atari from the outside is the right thing to do. Sorry. That's not so big, it's just 1 stone. It's big to play the Hane in the corner in center, and then E2, threatening to connect under the D1, so white will go down. If white plays away, black plays this move, white takes 2 stones, black takes 1 back. So now push. That was center eventually. Here, white should actually play away. Too small to make a couple of extra points there. Now this is a wasted Kotret or a time pressure move. There is no way to kill that group. And D17 it's a waste. White doesn't have to react to that. So it's better to play Hane on the right side and connect, because then T12 becomes center. If white plays here, nothing happens. So Hane, Atari, lots of points in center for black. So this feels more like a neutral point. Now white is trying a bluff in the corner. Black shouldn't block. Black can connect, and then when white Nobi, black will live in the corner. Black has many liberties and there is no way for white to build an eye. Now if white is trying to expand the eye space like this, black will just capture a stone, and black has life while white doesn't, so white is still captured. Therefore there was no necessary for black to sacrifice the 2 stones, especially that in the end it was gote. So this was 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, about 15 points damage instantly. So black was way ahead this game. And now on this monkey jump, normally black has to block right away. Then when white pulls back, Atari, connect, and connect again. Now here it's a bit tricky because white can cut, black Atari from behind, Atari again, connect, connect again, and then we gotta count liberties. Actually still fine. So there is no way for white to cut, therefore all the stones die inside. So if black blocks, white needs to pull back, then black will connect also. Playing like this, black is losing points. So on the Atari, normally black is supposed to block with this Atari, but white will connect and black connects. But now E1 it's a minus. And if black plays this Atari, white can push along, then Atari, push again, Atari, take, Atari, connect. Well, this will end up gote for black, for white, but white destroys more points than in the other variations. Like this, white prefer to keep Sente, which is fine because now he can play another monkey jump. So again, instead of throwing, should play the block, because when white cuts, black Atari from behind and black just dies inside. So white is not going to cut, white is going to play L18, and in this case black plays Atari from the outside, and after that he defends if he needs, but in this case it's not necessary. Instead of playing Atari from the inside, which makes white connect, then the stone is just minus, it's minus 2 points like this, and then black also needs to connect. So this throw-in is not the right combination here. There are other times in monkey jump where one has to sacrifice a stone like this, and then Atari from behind, and then Atari again, and then connect. But here it's not necessary to connect. So if black plays away and white cuts, black can answer all these moves, and in the end, if white Atari again, he puts himself in Atari. So both monkey jumps were questionable for black. The way black blocked could have been better. So this made the game even closer. And now nothing big left. Only 1-2 points moves here and there. Yeah, that's the way for white to live in the corner. This move, yeah, it's necessary eventually, but not yet. Black can connect. If white cuts, Atari. If white takes away the outside liberty, then connect. But in fact, instead of playing here, black should destroy a point at p16 and then fight the call, the last call, for half a point. So black could have won this game by a bigger margin. White is trying some spectacular comeback at the end, but nothing works. So pass and count your chickens. Alright, well done on black. Enjoy this review and see you next time.